everyone, it's me, Alisa Vardomskaya, glad to welcome you to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about how to get rid of codependency in relationships with an alcoholic. In this video we will talk about codependency, specifically speaking how one person's alcoholism can effectively deprive another person of their life in the literal sense of the word. Often a woman forgets about herself, about what she wants and what she strives for. She forgets about her self-fulfillment, about wanting to be loved, beautiful, happy. She forgets about everything. And a kind of superhero activates, ready to save her man, to help him, just to free him from alcoholism. And in the end, it turns out that a woman often loses her own life. So in this video, we will specifically talk about alcoholism and codependency. Before we discuss this topic, I suggest you subscribe to the channel, like the video so that it gets recommended on YouTube and the channel can grow. So let's get started. How to help a husband who is an alcoholic. One who finds themselves in such a relationship, that is, a woman who has entered into a relationship with an alcoholic, always tries to save him. She wants to help him. She doesn't want to leave him in such a difficult situation. So now we will first talk about what you can do for your alcoholic husband. First, encourage him to reconsider his behavior. That is, you can talk to him about the fact that he needs treatment, whether he is ready to undergo treatment or if he does not want to. Accept the fact that the man next to you is an adult. He understands what he is doing in his life and he may want to live it this way. That is, if he does not make the decision to seek treatment. At the moment you try to force him to do so, you are just acting as an aggressor to him. Therefore, first, see if your man is ready to seek treatment, whether he wants to do it or if he is satisfied with everything. Next, to step out of one's own comfort zone and actually one's own discomfort. Often, a family living in codependent relationships is not harmonious, but they are used to living this way in their daily lives and they are satisfied with it. Even changes for the woman in a better direction become a source of fear for her. It is necessary to step out of your own zone of discomfort comfortably and cease all contact with the alcoholic. If you see that he does not want to change, does not want to seek treatment, he is satisfied with everything, but you feel bad at the moment, you do not want to live this life with an alcoholic, you do not want to be constantly in this situation, you are tired of it all, then make that decision and leave the relationship. Take responsibility for your own life. Your man is undoubtedly responsible for his own life. In fact, this is codependency. It is a story of childhood traumas. Why do I say this? Because all or most of our problems stem from childhood, from the fact that we missed out on something, that we suffered some traumas in our childhood, and now we perceive that as normal, as how it should be. What could have happened to a little girl in such a life that led her into such relationships? She could have grown up without a father and did not receive basic needs from him, namely protection, some paternal care, meaning she lacked a man in the family. There was only her mother and perhaps a wonderful mother, but there was no man. This girl grew up and found herself, a substitute for a father. And at the moment when he drinks, she perceives him as a father, meaning, this desire of his. And she is a little girl, so she is somewhat ready to be silent, to endure, to watch. And in fact, the alcoholic who replaced your father lives his good, wonderful life, meaning he has everything. He lives as he wants, while you erase your own life, meaning you deprive yourself of life. So what needs to be done? The first thing you need to do, not the man, is to work on your self-esteem. And yes, this includes inflated expectations from others. Often people with low self-esteem seek approval from others, believe they do not meet certain standards and norms, and constantly criticize themselves and devalue their own achievements. You need to work on this. Why do you need to deserve someone else's approval? Learn to listen to yourself and your soul, what you want. People around you are not completely satisfied with everything, but you will make a huge step in your life if you become satisfied with your own life, and learn to notice your achievements. Think about what you have done, for example, over the past year. Remember all your achievements, list them, and you will be surprised that there are actually many. And if you look at your life and what you have done in previous years, you start to understand that I can really do a lot. I have done this and that, and I am doing great. When a person, in this case a woman who has found herself in such a relationship, starts to notice her strengths, does not wait for approval from others, begins to live in harmony with herself, she starts to listen to herself and understand what she wants from life. Do I want to be that superhero who rushes in to save some alcoholic who doesn't need saving, or to build my happy life the way I want, without codependency, without suffering, without emotional torment, but with peace of mind and a sense of inner happiness? So now let's talk about how to get rid of codependency. I have already started to discuss what needs to be done for a woman. We said that this is work on self-esteem. What else can help in working on self-esteem? Affirmations. There are actually a lot of affirmations and you can come up with them. Imagine who you want to be. Do you want to be smart, beautiful, a successful woman, a beloved woman? And you can repeat these affirmations to yourself. Write them down on a piece of paper and repeat them several times a day. Let your brain shift from negative settings to positive. You can repeat affirmations: I am happiness, I am love, I am beauty, I am success, I am achievement. And everything you want, repeat to yourself every day through such affirmations. At some point, your brain will accept the new information and will tune into success. When a woman lives in codependent relationships and is unhappy, she unconsciously repeats the same affirmations to herself. That is, she says, how unhappy I am, my husband is an alcoholic, I have a bad family. And she tunes her brain to the idea that everything is bad for her, even unconsciously. So by working on self-esteem, work with your consciousness, tune yourself for success, a person can actually achieve anything they want, can be happy, can be successful, and can conquer any heights. The main thing is the choice of the person themselves. If you really want to truly change your life, just take it and indeed change it. Simply also emphasize your own achievements. I have already mentioned this. And do not focus on shortcomings. And in some cases, that is, something didn't work out. Something doesn't work out for everyone. Absolutely everyone. No one has it so that everything goes smoothly. But one person will say, I am doing well, I will manage, I will move on, I will succeed. These are some minor troubles, some minor shortcomings. And another person will not notice their achievements and will think, I am, as always, I am a loser, everything is bad for me. And again, these affirmations, that is, I am a loser, everything is bad for me. And they set themselves up to believe that everything is bad. Therefore, if you are in a codependent relationship, in a relationship with an alcoholic, the first thing you should do is start working not with them, but with yourself. Take responsibility for your life. Your man has taken responsibility for his life and lives it the way he wants to live it. Moving on. Expand your circle of acquaintances. When a person is in a difficult situation, they need communication, different communication, so that you can switch. Communicate with, for example, content and joyful families and see how others build relationships with each other. After all, they succeed. Communicate, observe, draw conclusions, take something for yourself. This will definitely help you in the future. Plus, when you broaden your circle of communication, there may absolutely appear a completely non-drinking person in this circle who will look at you completely differently. Moving on. When you hide from life in codependent bonds, you can lose your life. Accept it as a fact now if you understand that you are currently in such relationships that deprive you of life, and understand who is important to you in this life. After all, we are born to live our unique life, to perhaps do something incredible, grand, to make someone happy, to create something beautiful. In any case, perhaps to enjoy. Why was a person born? To enjoy or to suffer? So the choice is only yours. You either enjoy your life or suffer. So accept the responsibility for your life now. Why are you here? Why were you born? To suffer through this life or to live it happily? The choice is only yours. And every day a person makes a certain choice that leads them to a certain life. Either it leads a person to the abyss or it leads a person to some incredible heights. So choose the best for yourself. Next, what else? It hinders getting rid of independent relationships. This is hypercare. Woman is used to caring. Think about how much energy you spend on what a person doesn't need. Learn to spend that energy on yourself. And yes, you think that, for example, he is drunk right now, perhaps. It was a long-term alcoholism, a bunch of bottles. an unpleasant smell from him and in the house. Perhaps he already has some debts, and you think that now you will throw away the bottles, air out, clean the house, pay off his debts, and somehow cover all this up, and your life will be normal until the next binge, drinking, possibly some alcoholic friends, and again the feeling of being unhappy. So you simply cannot cover up what exists in your life. You cannot indeed cover up an abscess that probably needs to be opened. Therefore, the most important thing to do in a dependent relationship with a woman is to shift the focus onto yourself, your perspective and perception. Don't think about what others will think of you or what will happen to that man. Next to you is an adult person just like you. He made his own choice. He is responsible for himself. Believe me, if he wants to get better, he will do it without you. That is, in order to recover from alcoholism, an alcoholic only needs his desire. None of your moral teachings, annotations, or wishes will matter until he wants it himself and takes responsibility for himself and his own life. So, in a relationship with an alcoholic, a non-drinking woman loses her life. This is something that needs to be realized. This realization will lead a woman to understand what she is doing with her life. After all, a woman in a relationship with an alcoholic is also like an alcoholic. A man deprives himself of a happy life with alcohol, while a woman deprives herself of life by constantly saving the alcoholic, worrying about whether he has drunk too much, gotten into a fight, or taken money from the apartment to spend on alcohol, and so on. A woman has a lot of worries. This all changes in an instant when a woman starts to take responsibility only for her own life. And lastly, I will say that no one has ever been able to cure an alcoholic without their own desire. So if you start to feel any pangs of conscience when you leave an alcoholic, think about whether it is their desire. Have the right, have respect for his understanding of his own life. That is, he made this choice and he doesn't want to change anything. So if you want to change something in your life, change it yourself. Don't wait for the moment when a man will come to his senses and make you and your family happy. That's all for this video. This was me, Alice Vardomskaya. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell, and goodbye everyone.